Well, hello, everybody, and welcome. My name is Roger, and this is your daily tarot map for Wednesday, November 9th, 2016, using tarot to create the life you want. Well, as always, I want to thank you all for liking these videos, for sharing them, for subscribing to this channel. I really appreciate your support. So this week we are working with the Tarot Apokalypsis created by Eric C. Dunn and Kim Huggins. And the three cards drawn randomly from the deck today were Judgment, the Ace of Wands, and the Five of Swords. So the first card in our draw today is Judgment. Now, the most common image for this card is the Christian Judgment Day, where people are rising up from coffins after hearing the trumpet of Gabriel. When this difference, we see this card, we see a little different depiction. We see people climbing upon rocks in the aftermath of the Great Flood. So Judgment is about rising above the obstacles and usually points to a period of transformation and great change. Okay, we survived the flood. Now what? Sometimes the realization that we need to make a major shift is a result of a wake-up call after a harrowing or eye-opening experience, such as a near-death experience, a vision quest, or a health scare. It can be about breaking free from restrictions and often represents a milestone of some kind where a momentous choice is about to be made. So for some of you, a cycle may be ending, much like the year is coming to the close, and now is an excellent time to make major changes and improvements. So the Judgment card is about an awakening of sorts, of taking things to an entirely new level. It sometimes represents finding our purpose, and this goes hand in hand quite often with our ability to pull ourselves out of a situation that we'd rather not be in. So this is an excellent day for major changes or self-improvements in our life, such as taking on a new self-improvement program. So do you want to become more fit, learn a foreign language, start a business? So today might be a good day to ask ourselves, what do I really want out of life? And what do I have to do to achieve it? So this idea is supported by our next card, the Ace of Wands, a card of creative new beginnings. Like all of the aces, this one holds magnificent potential and heralds the birth of creative action, energy, and movement. This card lets us know that the change that we may have been looking for has arrived, and this is an excellent time to make things happen. The Ace of Wands often signals the start of a new cycle in life, much like our last card, Judgment, which brings with it much excitement and enthusiasm. This is a burning desire for change. All you have to do is take up the challenge and make a move. Now that we're at the end of the year, it's a great time to start anew. Now, not by making resolutions, because we all know how well those usually work, but rather by creating a planned out, focused plan for self-improvement. Now, not to rain on our parade, but it is worth mentioning here that whenever we try to turn our life around and make positive changes, there's going to be some growing pains. Change is never easy, as suggested by our last card, the Five of Swords, in which we see some rowdy Vikings probably poking fun at some poor soul. So the esoteric name for this card is the Lord of Defeat, and often lets us know that our plans, hopes, and dreams may be attacked, or we may begin to doubt whether we're doing the right thing or making the right decision. I like to say, to be forewarned is to be forearmed. When we're all excited and fired up about changing our life and starting anew and making a new start, we often don't anticipate the hurdles that we're going to face. And often the most difficult hurdle is ourself. I noticed that once we make a decision to change our life, to take on a program or a period of self-improvement, our mind will tell us every reason in the world why it's not going to work or why it isn't a good idea. But being aware of this is the first step in overcoming it. The point here is not to become discouraged or throw in the towel when this happens. As long as you don't give in, it's only a temporary setback. So the message today for these 3 cards is, as you begin to live according to your own daring, your life will change as much as you want it to. But be careful not to allow your inner critic to put a damper on your dreams. So today's advice card comes from the Vintage Wisdom Oracle by Victoria Mosley, and the card drawn randomly from the deck today is Trust. So nice advice card for today. One of the biggest obstacles that we face when we decided to make major changes in our life is having trust that we're making the right decision. We often doubt our own dreams and goals. But if you're following your heart and really listening to your intuition and your inner calling, then know that you're on the right path. Have trust in yourself and in your ability to not only pull it off, but to change your life in a positive way in the process. And that's it for today. If you like this video, I'd really appreciate it if you click the like button below. And visit my website at tarot-dude.com to learn more about me and my work. And that's it. Thank you so much for watching. And I'll talk to you again tomorrow. Brightest blessings.